How about now? Are we live now?
Oh no! Keep refreshing because I know my phone could be a bit on the slow side sometimes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
thank fuck for that. Right, we are live, everybody. Hi, hi, hi. Fuck OBS. Fuck OBS. Anyway, hello everybody. Welcome back to Alan Dresser with the Gouda guys. We are back in the arena, and you guys are trying to figure out how you are going to entice as many gods to your aid as possible. We're not doing the 5-minute countdown shit again because OBS fucked me and didn't actually go live, even though it said it was streaming the whole time. Fuck OBS and fuck everything about it. Do you guys have anything that you would like to do in preparation for this fight, knowing that you need to make the biggest spectacle possible, and also knowing that one of the dreams that you still have to fulfill, the only one that you have left to fulfill, is for Katie's character, who is Briar, to be known as a great adventurer. If that's your goal, then the meat of this shouldn't just be making as big a spectacle as possible. It should be Briar making as big a spectacle as possible. Is there anything that you want to do in preparation?
Yes.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, I would like to ask the dragon to if it's okay if I could ride on his head and if he could fly me around the arena before I'm trying to make a big spectacle. But the first step is asking the dragon for permission.
I don't see why not. What do you have in mind? Do you have a speech or? I'm hearing myself through somebody's microphone. Who is talking? Who has their microphone speaking with me on the other end of it?
No, I just unmuted, so it wasn't me. I might have been holding down push to talk by accident.
Okay. Please don't.
We got to get Briar to the famous status, right? Most of the. So, could we make it that she appears to do something? Well, do your own spectacular thing, but also anything we might do spectacular. Is there any way we can pull it off to make it look like Briar did it? You know, like if Ash does call the lightning, could you make it look like she did?
I mean, I'm really not sure Call Lightning is going to be wise because of the area of effect, and the majority of us will be on the ground. I don't think we can get out the way. From my understanding, the plan was that Morty was we were going to distract the Valkyries while Morty basically damages the building itself. If Briar is riding Morty at the same time, then that's real opportunity to use just really cool spells and do some cool shit on there. I don't know what ideas you may have had in mind for what you were doing whilst riding.
I just was an example. I was gonna try and get the Valkyrie's attention focused on me while I was on the dragon's head and do a couple little tricks here.
What sort, like tricks as in certain spells?
Yeah.
For the
are they spells that we can try and help support with what we can do on the ground, or?
I'm not sure. Possibly. So my plan is to use a couple spell slots, like using Fairy Fire on myself to highlight myself, and then using Thaumaturgy to boom my voice and make my eyes red. And then I'm going to use a spell called Mislead that basically makes a body double of myself. And then I'm going to ask Ear to pay attention to me and be like, you've forsaken me throughout this whole journey, and, you know, you haven't been listening to me. You failed me as as my goddess, and well, now you've really angered me, and I want everyone to know, and everyone that follows Ear to know that she's a fraud.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Are
Okay.
you as a cleric? Are you I'm just checking. Are you planning on staying a cleric?
Briar's mad because this whole campaign, Ear hasn't been talking to her. So Briar is now looking for somebody else. But before she does, she wants to leave a bad review on Google.
Oh, I love
Here's
that.
a bad Yelp.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
A bad
My-
Yelp is brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. My
Fucking hell.
only thinking with Fairy Fire, whilst I understand of wanting to highlight yourself, is it would give attackers advantage against you. And the last thing I would want is for you to do like a strength or dex save and you fall off a dragon mid-flight. That's just a worry of giving an attack advantage on you.
I also have a point to make against the Call Lightning. If everybody's just planning on going and punching and hitting and doing the usual shit and not actually upcasting big spells like Call Lightning, then you might find this very fatal TPK altogether. I appreciate that, you know, there's a radius and that you've got to be careful about the radius, but maybe it might also mean that the rest of you need to pay attention to what the radius is and stay out of it so that it can be cast. Because it's a big spell and could do a lot of damage. I guarantee you that the people that you're fighting against are not going to give a shit about your radii. They are just going to fire big spells at you and let you die. So if you're hindering each other by standing in the line of fire, then that is on you if you die.
So my thinking was I was going to do all of these things that I just mentioned before the battle kind of begins. Have Morty fly me up. I do this big spectacle, and then I'll get down to the ground, and then Morty can do whatever he was going to do through Aldrin's direction from previous session.
Thank you for the hydrate there as well. Dark, I have taken a drink.
At least that's how I wanted it to go in my head. Will it actually go that way? I don't know. That's up to my roles and the DM.
Yeah. Well, I think the time has come. It is time now for everybody to roll initiative. Let's just make sure that you're all in there. You are. Okay. Let's go.
We're rolling.
We're rolling. I'm trying to roll for fucking Aldrin, but every time I do, one of you clicks before I can, and you end up getting in the way.
Aldrin got 11.
Yeah, I did it for him. Right, I just gotta...
Right. Are any of
do
you
this one.
else gonna roll high, or is it just me? Like, that was that the odds were not in our favour there, were they?
Remember, you do have
right,
Geardriful. You got Geardriful, and you've got Gunnar on your side as well. Okay. Right. Time has come to begin the arena combat proper. This is a big moment. If you don't do the big things now, then you may never get a chance to do any things again in the future. Before combat begins, I'm going to allow this one thing that you asked for, Briar, to go down. So we are going to honour that request, and you can get on the back of our big old friend Novem, the Inmortui, otherwise known as Morty. So you climb onto Morty's back. He stoops his head down low so that it's at your level. You see that his head is like, it's fucking huge. It's like the size of a boulder. And it's covered in spikes as well, all along. Getting up close to him, you can see that it's almost like he's got sort of like, you know that the trend of having like winged eyeshadow? where it like stretches out from like between your brow and your eye. He's got that kind of look, but it's more like a burning, seared look, as if like he has acidic tears that have been slowly over time burning away at the length of his horns as he's like, you know, the tears streak across as he flies through the sky. He is a very intimidating creature, and a very old one too. There are cracks and chips in a lot of his scales here, and he's seen a lot of battle, as you can see from the wounds and the old arrowheads stuck inside of him. But he doesn't seem moved by any of them. What he does seem moved by is the opportunity now to give you all the best chance you have. So he gets his head down and tilts over just enough that you can hold onto one of his horns and use it as an anchor if you want to hold onto one of his horns. Your entire body would fit on the inside of one of those enormous horns.
Sweet. Okay, I'm assuming that you're gonna let me have a turn before initiative then? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm on the back of this or on the head of this dragon, and the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cast Mislead.
Okay. We're just going to show everybody the artwork here. So, on the inside hook of that one thing, that is how tall that you would be on the inside of that. He's something above 40 feet tall. So you're using Mislead. Yes.
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, it just took me a minute to pop it out to find it. Okay, so now I have a body double.
Okay.
Who's the real Briar?
So your body double, is that the one that is on the dragon with you? Or is that the one staying behind?
I'm gonna have both of them on the dragon head.
Okay, so that is your body double there. That's your
One on
summon.
each horn. One on each horn.
This here is your summon.
Okay. And then I'm gonna use thaumaturgy cantrip.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make my voice boom.
Okay.
And I'm gonna yell out to Ear, Ear, you have forsaken me. You haven't been a good goddess to me. You've ignored me. And now you're gonna feel the wrath of Briar. Everyone will know that you are a fraud and that we're all going to lead a revolt on the gods and goddesses.
Okay.
Just for funsies, can I just raise my axe above my head and go, yeah!
Yeah, sure. The Morty with your double on his head does like a corkscrew spin while you're saying all of this, and he's spraying out acidic fire as it comes out, so that he's making as big a giant corkscrew of green in the sky as possible to try and, you know, like aid on with this. Like the moment that you say Ear, he's like, oh, I know who that is, and starts like spinning and making this enormous like fireworks show, but out of acid. Thankfully, it like burns through, you know, in the air before it hits you. You just get like these dollops of weirdly spent green goo. Okay, so you land back. This is your token down here. That is you. That's your body double from Mislead. You are invisible. That is your double. Your actual presence is invisible. You become invisible at the same time that an illusory double of you appears where you are standing. The double lasts for the duration, which is an hour. But the invisibility ends if you attack or cast a spell. You can use your action to move your illusory double up to twice your speed and make it gesture, speak, and behave in whatever way you choose. You can see through its eyes and hear through its ears as if you were located where it is. On each of your turns, as a bonus action, you can switch from using its senses to using your own, or back again. While you are using its senses, you are blinded and deafened in regard to your own surroundings. So you only get to pick one. You can swap in and out, but it is only one. So we begin now combat. We are in the positions that we are in. Ruby, it is your turn. You lead the combat.
Okie dokie. So, I would like to do a cheeky bit of going over here towards the orange person.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's vertical, but I've got a climbing speed. I've got 60 feet of movement, so I'm pretty sure I can get over to next to them.
Just to sort of explain it, this is more of a mezzanine level. It's like there is some on your level. It goes beneath this. It isn't a wall up, so it's not like you could just climb up this thing. You would have to like do a standing jump up to it, and it's 20 feet above you.
So what do you want me to roll? Because I didn't do that last time when I came up
It
here.
would be athletics. The reason you didn't last time is because you went up on the rope thing. There is no rope thing here.
Right, okay.
There is on the other side, but yeah.
Okay. There you go.
Okay, so 15. I need to get up my jump calculator. Jump calculator. How tall are you again? And what's your strength score?
6 foot. Strength is 14 plus 2.
So 16.
That's a plus 2 modifier, I should say.
Oh,
yes.
plus 2 modifier. Okay, that was
14
unnecessarily
plus
complicated.
Sorry.
Without a running start, your high jump... Wait. No. So with a running start, which you just did have, your high jump is 5 feet off the ground. You can reach up and grab something 14 feet off the ground. If you landed it in also... Okay. We'll just say that a 15 is enough for you to get up there. You are able to climb up. It takes your movement to do so. So thankfully you moved more than 20 feet, so it doesn't, it cancels out.
Mm-hmm.
We just need to get you up on
I
there.
can't move me because wall.
I already have.
Oh, sorry. I think my sorry, it's my. I think my internet's crashed out briefly. That's really bad timing. Because let me just reload Foundry a sec. If this doesn't sort, it might have to come back to me. Right, it's taking ages to load. So
what do you want to do? Tell me, and I will just do it in your character's name.
I'm just gonna start punching the orange person. It's
Punch.
loading as we speak.
Okay, so punch 1, punch 2. Okay, you got a 25 and a 24, which is enough to beat their AC. So we get damage, and we get damage. Did you want to add anything to either of those? Like a stunning strike or a flurry of blows or anything?
I'd probably just do a flurry of blows.
Okay.
Which is another 2 extra.
Yeah. Flurry of blows, usability. Close that. Do that. And do that. You hit both times again. We get damage, and we get damage. Okay, lovely. So,
okay. And then
damage.
there's something under the open hand technique bit, which is like the. I want to choose the one. I can't check off the top of my head, but there's one where they get pushed like 5 feet, but I think they have to do a saving throw to do it.
Whenever you hit a creature with one of the attacks, I'm reading it now. Yes. Whenever you hit a creature with one of the attacks granted by your flurry of blows, you can impose one of the following effects on that target. It must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or be knocked prone. It must succeed on a strength saving throw or be pushed 15 feet away from you. Or it can't take reactions until the end of your next turn. So you've hit it twice with your flurries. So you can pick one of those twice or 2 from the 3.
All right, I'll try the knocked prone twice then. So basically 2 dex throws.
Okay,
I'm now
cool.
back, by the way.
Nice. Right, so we do... that is a 17. And... a 1. So they are knocked prone.
Lovely.
Great stuff. And where is prone on here again? These don't really look like what they should. Okay. This person looks quite badly injured. This wizard, they've nearly just like dropped their spell book from out of their hands. You really did fuck them up. All right. That was your turn. Is there anything else that you wanted to do?
I'm just gonna use feline agility just to go over to this guy or person. I don't know
Cool.
gender, and just stand next to them and just stare menacingly.
Nice. This is Sigrun. They appear to be right. You know, they've got like a scroll parchment with a quill, and they look as if they've been writing some kind of what's the word? Poetry. Right. While
nice.
you use feline agility, this person is going to attack you because you just moved out of their threatened area.
They're
do
prone?
so. They
Can
are
they do
prone.
that?
Yes, they can attack while prone. Yes, they just do it with a disadvantage. That is a 14 with disadvantage, which doesn't beat
Miss.
your AC. Plus, they're a wizard, so you know it's not really their strength. Right, Gidrifel. So, Gidrifel is a fighter, but is also small, as they're a dwarf. So their movement speed is only 25. They are going to move over to here. They're going to, let me see, that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. They're going to get to here. They're going to use an athletics roll to see if they can get up. They get a 17. They make a dash action, and they get their way across to here to hopefully help you with the bard when it is their turn next. But as we are at the moment, it is not their turn. It is now the wizard's turn. The one that you just knocked on their ass. So they're going to stand up. They're going to look over at you, dust themselves off, get a little bit pissed, touch themselves, give themselves some mage armor. Oh, wait. Have I done that wrong? Okay, there we go. I always forget which way around that one is. Okay, right. They give themselves mage armor. Let me just select that. Give them that. Okay, lovely. That's a nice little boost to their AC. Now that is their action. They've got 30 walking speed, which they've used half of it to get up, so they're going to move their way up to these steps and get up onto the next level. And they can get just over this bit. Alright, that is Randgrid's turn. It is now a different ear. This is not the ear of... Believe it or not, there are 2 different kinds of ears in the mythology. This is not the nature goddess. This is the Valkyrie queen. But she is here and she is ready to fuck you guys up. So she is going to jump onto Foss, and because Foss is her steed, she is going to make Foss's turn her own and is going to use Foss's movement speed as far as she can, which I need to get the stats up for a direwolf. My internet's going slow as well today. Right, we've got that many hit points. Why aren't you changing? And then a movement speed of that. Great. Okay, I'm going to have to come back and do all the rest of it in a bit. But that is... Let's just do this the good way, not the shit way. Yes, we can get to there. Then, Ear is going to jump off of Foss and is going to use some more of her movement to come over here and is going to bring out her greatsword and is going to smack a bitch. She has got extra attack. Yeah. And is going to attack a second time as well. That is a 21 to hit and a 27 to hit. She's going to expend a spell slot and use a branding smite. That then damage and damage. Okay, so all of that on you. Boom, boom, boom.
Can I respond with a hellish rebuke, please?
Of course you can.
Thank you.
And she makes a dexterity save, gets a dirty 20, succeeds.
Well, that's
All right.
rude. Oh, it still takes half damage. Or she still takes half damage.
Takes half damage, okay then half damage, boom. She is going to roll a concentration save for branding spite, and she manages it. Okay, that then is going to be Skogul's turn. Skogul, the druid up at the top here, turns back into the humanoid form, just so that I don't have to figure out what the fuck a bird's stat block is, and is going to use Moonbeam. We've got a range of 120 feet. They're going to aim it at the dragon. Going to aim for Dragon Man. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's another one that I've not given spell slots to. Of course they've got spell slots. I always forget on the spells menu when it's a little outline or when it's a filled in box, which one of those means that you've used it and which one of those means that you've got it. I always end up fucking that up. Right. I can't actually do that. I need to do it again because it didn't refresh. Okay. Great. So, I'm gonna cast that on Morty. Morty needs to make a Constitution save and succeeds. On a failed save, takes half as much damage. Damage roll is 5, so Morty's going to take half of that. Barely anything. But it is now there. And the druid then is going to move down, I think, this way. Alright, that's Skogul's turn. It is now Foss's turn. Foss used his movement. He is going to run past Ruby. Actually, no, he can't, can he? Because he already used his movement. So then he can't. I guess he will ready an action. It is now Hrund's turn. Hrund is over here by Aldrin. Hrund has got dagger and sword and nothing else. He's going to basically come over here, drop down onto Aldrin. Actually, no. No. What am I talking about? No. Rogues. No. This is not going to happen with a rogue. They're not going to go face to face. They are going to go all the way over here instead. 10, 20, 30, bonus action dash, 30, regular dash. Over there. Great stuff. Ash, your turn.
All right. So I'm assuming it's been 10 minutes since we fought the dragon, at least, right?
Yes. It's been
just
1 week since you looked at me.
I just wanted to verify that. In that case, I'm going to... Let's see. What's the space on this one? 60 feet? I'm going to come over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to use command her.
You cut off halfway through that. I heard command
Oh,
her.
sorry. Sorry, command on ear here.
Here. Okay, yeah.
And I'm going to cast it as a 4th level.
Okay.
So that way, hopefully, it's a little bit better of a chance. Because at higher level... No. That just affects more people, right?
I
Yeah, no,
think
no.
it is just more people, yeah.
Yeah, never mind. I don't want to do a 4th level then. My bad.
Okay.
I'm going to cast command. And I'm going to tell her to halt.
Okie dokie.
If it works. If it works, hopefully.
You just have a look. Is that a charm spell? Count as a charm?
It is enchantment. It says 1st level enchantment.
Goodbye. Just Googling something for an answer. Nope, it is not. Okay, that's good for you then. Right, so command and what's the save? It's a 16. So Ia needs to make a saving throw and succeeds.
Dang it. Alright then, in that case, what I'm going to do as a bonus action is I'm going to use Healing Word on Briar.
Healing word on Briar.
Yes.
Okay, you keep peeking and like cutting out on your microphone. I don't know what it is.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
know if you're just getting too close to it and it thinks you're loud or what. But yeah, you keep cutting out.
I don't know, I'm sorry.
Okie dokie. We'll give that to the real Briar, who is in fact invisible. Okay, because I'm not gonna cheap you out of that. Right, Ash, is that the rest of your turn? Is that done?
Yes, that is it.
Wait, healing word?
Yeah,
That's a
it's
leveled
spoken.
spell, isn't it?
Shit.
Yep.
Never mind. Give me back my spell slot, I'll remove that. Fuck.
Still not quite getting that, are you?
Look, I'm having issues, I'm sorry.
Okay, we give you that then. Ignore the concentration check. Okay. Is that sorted? Are we all ready? You good?
Yeah, we're ready.
Okay. Then it's now Mist's turn. Mist is a sorcerer. And I think that we are about to have a sorcerer off. And I think that Mist probably recognizes that there is an issue here. And the issue is that there is a sorcerer right over here who has a daddy dragon and who is going to be a problem. Hang on, let me just get you back over where you were. What movement do you have? You've got 25. Okay, and what range are you currently? 55. Okay, good. So, at 55, yes, you can do this. What are we going to do to try and make this better? I think that Mist knows ancient dragons well enough to know that their constitution is mega high. I think that Mist is probably going to wager that Aldrin's is not as high. So Mist is going to cast a spell on Aldrin. And Aldrin will need to make a charisma save. And succeeds. Aldrin is not banished. That would have been very bad for you all. So is going to make their way over here instead and get towards that end. Now, next is going to be Gunnar. Gunnar is hurt, but is also a barbarian. Has 23 HP out of 86. I have made the two Valkyries who are helping you out, who are your temporary allies, they have got their health bars visible to you all. So if you look at their token, you'll see how much health they've got left compared to the max. This one, though, she's going to just straight up leap up here. She's got an incredible strength score of 20, and so isn't going to find it very difficult at all to leap up, grab the edge, and climb over. Then, how much speed do they have? They've got 40, and they've did 15. But it'll be 20 for the verticals. So we'll go there for another full, and then 10, 20, 30, 40 to get just here. Just out of reach, and is going to rage, ready for next turn. As she rages, you can see that all of her like plaits had undone. As she rages, you can see that like all of her hair like braids itself up all in one go. Kind of like Thor in Marvel, where he like, you know, just suddenly all of his raggedy hair becomes this like godlike thing. She has that with her braids. They just like tighten up and are ready. And that is her turn done. It's now Sigrun's turn. Sigrun is the bard to your right, Ruby, who you just walked up on. And they are not particularly happy with you being here. I will, I think, use... Yeah, I think we're going to use... oh, for fuck's sake, have I done it with the spell slots again on another person? Jesus Christ. Okay. As if it wasn't bad enough, OBS not actually fucking working. Right. So, they turn invisible. They have gone completely invisible. As such, you won't be able to reliably get an attack of opportunity on them because you can't see them. And you don't have blind sight. So they are going to move. They have got 30-foot walking speed. That's fine. And what cantrip? They've got a few cantrips. They can't use them, though, because that was an action. And the cantrips are actions as well. It's now Aldrin's turn. I can see that Mars is writing in the chat. I don't have enough spoons right now to read chat with endless messages, so we're just going to go with what I think I'm getting the gist of. Is you like them, you don't necessarily want to hurt them, but you do want to protect your dad and find your mum. Okay, so we're still going to use whatever you can to attack them, because there's no point here in just doing antsy-pantsy stuff and saying, I don't want to hurt anyone, I want to talk, because you'll just get everyone killed. So what we do instead is we use the classic Dragon's Breath, cast that onto our friend, your boy, and that is going to last for a minute. It definitely would have run out from the last time you did it. And I don't quite know what this measure template is, so we're going to remove that. But you have got movement speed of 30, so we're going to move you 10, 20, 30, and then dash, because you've still got your action, and that is going to land you here. That then is going to be Aldrin's turn. It's now Briar's turn. So, you can choose to switch between your visage or yourself, but remember that if you take an action to attack or cast a spell, then the mislead gets dispersed completely.
Right. Okay. So I'm going to tell you what I want to do. I don't know if it's actually possible because I've never used the mislead spell.
Mm-hmm.
So let me know if it's too much that I'm doing. So I would like to move. I think the illusion is here next to dragon. I can't actually ping for some reason.
Yeah. This one?
Yeah. So I would like to move it right behind ear.
Is there a way for me to change its ownership for you?
I can't even
think
see it.
there
It's
is.
just a blank space for me.
Illusionary creature. Actor. Disposition, appearance. There's so many different options. Why does it have to be so complicated? Just make it so that it's visible. Right, never mind. Where do you want to put it?
Right behind ear.
It moves like a character moves, so it has a walk speed. So whatever your walk speed, it would basically be that, I would imagine.
Yeah, it says doubled though.
Right. So are you just going to climb it up and move it around?
Yes.
All right. And you want to go next to ear?
Yep, right behind.
Yeah. Okay, we're here.
Yes, that right there.
That should be... I don't know if that's visible for you or what, but should be done.
No, it's not.
Can anyone else see it?
No.
I don't think I can.
Why the fuck? Represented actor.
It's okay, because my next action is gonna be
Display
to.
name.
It's gonna go away anyways.
Always for everyone. Try and update that. Does that work?
No.
I still don't see it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, never mind. It's there anyway. What do you want?
So I'm gonna say boo.
You know what we're going to do?
Briar's-
We're going to make it a... We're going to make the token a different thing. I'm going to put a new token in its place, and we're just going to say that that is your mislead, because I can't be... I've got word blindness right now, and I can't be reading through all those fucking things. So we're going to do that instead. Where the fuck is all of this? I want to get the... Where is it? Where are you? I just made it and it's disappeared. Where the fuck have you gone?
It's
God
gonna disappear
fucking
with the next
damn
thing
it.
I do, though, so it doesn't.
God fucking damn it. God fucking damn it. Mislead. There. Yeah, fine. Now where the fuck are you? God damn it. Right, there. We got mislead. Great.
Okay, so I'm standing behind ear, and I'm gonna say boo, and then Briar's gonna switch places with the mislead, so I won't be invisible anymore.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna use my action to try and push her off this balcony.
Okay. That will be a contested athletics. So roll athletics and you'll be against hers.
Come on, good roll for once.
A
Nope.
6
God damn it.
versus a dirty 20.
Oh, Jesus.
She has a sword, like, readied, this long sword, or great sword, and she turns over to you over her shoulder after you've just, like, plinked off her, like, pauldron on her right shoulder, and she's just like, "Can I help you?"
Well, you haven't helped me yet, so why would I believe that you want to do that now?
There is one thing I am particularly good at as a Valkyrie. I am good at helping people to their grave. I will help you with that shortly. Please.
I think it's going to be the other way around. I'm going to help you to your grave.
Really? Really? You're saying no you? No you? Is that it? Your playground tactics? You're saying things like a child. Really? I see how it is. I see how it is. I'll kill you, don't worry. Now it is Novem's turn. Novem, second to last in the turn order, is going to try and smash into a fucking wall, I guess. The walls, the bonus that this guy's got is probably always going to hit because they'll only have an AC of 10, but they do have a damage threshold. He will need to cause at least 20 damage on the turn as a whole in order to take out a wall. And each section of wall is going to be basically like in the structural things that you can see. So, you know, this tower, this you know, this sort of archway, the throne, all of that kind of thing, the stands, these are all going to be counted as their own sort of sections, right? And each one of them will collapse whenever he goes to attack them. The more of these that you get down, and the more blank that you do, information redacted, it's going to attract more gods to your fight here. So try and, you know, get more people on your side by doing this. Right, so he's going to move over here and is immediately going to do a... what do we do? I think... Can we recharge? Yes! Acid breath. We're going to do an acid breath against the wall. We're going to try and melt the wall. With Aldrin on shoulder, that's going to be a big one, I think. 2 of you melting. That is 72 damage to that wall. This area is entirely collapsed. That is something quite special, I would say. So, yeah, we've now got... This is completely rubble. That is just gone. Next turn is going to be Shen, Isabel. Now, your preparation, was that you casting or stealthing with Rage, or do you want to... Is that something that you have to do now?
Oh, of course not. I'll have to probably recast Rage again.
Sure. So you've used up your bonus action. I'll just take it off your features. So you got one left. Okay. What are you doing now as part of your turn?
I was thinking, you said this mezzanine is 20 feet up, right?
Yep.
And people can realistically fall off of it and not die.
Yeah, if you take falling damage, normally you are supposed to just count the whatever it is in like it whatever however many chunks of 10 multiplied by a d6. So it would be 2d6 falling from 20 feet. But in my games, don't count falling damage until it goes past 20 feet. So if someone falls from this mezzanine level, they'll be prone, but they won't have taken damage.
That is, I think I just ruined it then. I've got 40 speed.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be able to get to the mezzanine.
You've got... It would be an athletics check to jump up, and in Rage, you have advantage on athletics checks. Okay,
can I do... I'm going to try to do something cool here, and I don't know if it'll work.
Go for it.
I'll have to do two rolls. The athletics. Let's see if that works first. To jump up.
Mm-hmm.
But I jump up, but I'm not necessarily going to be landing on the mezzanine.
Okay.
If I do so.
That's fine. Just roll it.
All right.
Okay.
Do it?
Yeah, do it again because you had advantage. Remember.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Well, you still got what you needed, a 15, so you're able to climb up.
At the same time, jumping or climbing up, I swing my axe and gonna try and dig it into this one's back at the same time.
Go for it.
I didn't mean to do that.
Oh!
Is that a crit?
Nat 20!
Wow.
Nat 20!
Okay,
A
forget the
34
cat.
to hit does beat her AC, yes.
But that's not the good thing about my axe. If forget the back thing, I'm going for the head.
Yes.
I just jump up and go, hi, bye.
Yeah, when you attack a creature that has at least one head with this weapon and roll a 20 on the attack roll, you cut off one of the creature's heads. The creature dies if it can't survive without the lost head. A creature is immune to this effect if it is immune to slashing damage. Doesn't have or need a head, has legendary actions, or the GM decides that the creature is too big for its head to be cut off with the weapon. Such a creature instead takes an extra 68 slashing damage from the hit. I would say that none of that applies. Ear will lose a head. That does also mean, though, bear in mind that when you were trying to do the same thing to Novem, it wouldn't have counted because it's got legendary actions.
I knew it was a long shot, but still.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Shen. That was
all right.
really cool.
Please describe the kill.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was jumping up, and my aim was to dig her in the back and just pull her behind me and whack her on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't happen. I got I just jumped. I jumped up. Just did a very crazed grin, like a raging grin, and
Yeah.
then just slash her head off, and then just jump back down myself.
Nice.
So it's the most evil jumping jack in the world.
Her head stays like suspended in the air, like cartoonishly, as her body just drops. Then her head sort of just lands on her plate mail, bounce, and lands in your arms. You just got like this snarling, fierce face that looks like she's only just realizing now that she doesn't have a body attached to her, and that's when the light fades and she dies.
So
One
she
of the most-
arrived like a brief
One of the
second
most
with
chilling
her head.
things in the world is that the human head survives for up to 30 seconds after decapitation. Which means that, because
Ooh.
people have been eyewitnesses to it in guillotines, and guillotine was still used as a method of execution even after the first Star Wars movie came out. There was even 2 guys who hated each other who got executed with their heads into the same basket once upon a time. Real life story. And because they hated each other so much, their heads had to be separated because one of them was biting the other one. That's how real it is that you are alive for a little bit, because you've still got oxygen
what?
going through your brain, right?
So
So
feel free to make her bite me if you want.
what's crazy is 30 seconds is equivalent of 5 rounds of combat in D&D. So for 5 rounds of combat, she can't talk or anything, but this head is definitely looking around and seeing things and being real freaked out by the fact that she's dead. So there we are.
May I make a cheeky request?
Go for it.
Her head hits. I would like to awakened mind into
Mhm.
his mind and just
Yeah.
go. Are you entertained?
Who killed who?
You hear back. Can you hear responses, by the way?
Nope, it is one way.
Okay. So what?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check instead.
On it. Sorry, I just was having a fuck around with pressing buttons.
23.
Alright, okay.
So you can see that she, the look on her face is like a wretched grimace. She looks like she's twisted her. Like, the fact that she no longer has a neck attached to anything means that her jaw can open up even further than normal. And she just has this, like, wailing, open mouth, just scream of, like, fury. You could see this look in her eyes as her eyes are starting to go, like, they're dimming even now. She just looks like she's so fucking angry, but she can't turn to look at you without, like, Isabel physically turning her head that way. Okay.
No.
You
Sorry,
still, I think you still have another attack if you want to do one.
Why would I? How could I follow up to that?
I
I'm not
mean,
going to hurt the dog.
listen, it's your call. What are you going to do?
Can I javelin from the ground to
Yeah.
the dog? Okay.
You say
I will-
dog. I know it's drawn like a dog. It is a direwolf.
Direwolf. To doggo.
I do quick drawings for NPCs here. I have too many fucking NPCs to draw, mate.
Okay, I'm just going to quickly just lob a javelin.
Mm-hmm.
A dirty 20.
Nice. Okay,
And I'm just
Yeah.
going to...
that's a
Roll?
direwolf. That is a direwolf. So
Direwolf, sorry.
there we go.
That's a 10.
We'll keep Foss around, but we'll use the actual token since it's got all of the stats built in. Okay, so a 20 to hit a direwolf. It does hit a direwolf.
And it hits for 10.
Aha. There you go. Good job. You can now see a javelin stuck out the flank, the like left flank of a direwolf up top. All right, that is the end of the turn and the end of the round total. Now then, with the amount of damage that you guys have created and the spectacle that you have caused, I am going to say that you get 1 god show up. You have not wowed. You have not done anything outside of the normal. You have taken someone's head off. That is enough for one god to show up. That's all. Next person in the turn order is Ruby.
Hello.
Hi, how you
Just as a
doing?
note, I think with the mezzanine layer being like walls,
Mhm.
I can't see the majority of the map. So I was trying to look at for which wall has been taken down by Morty and Aldrin, and I can't see. Basically,
You
'cause
guys and
it's
your
greyed out.
fucking walls. I always have to take down
I'm
every
sorry.
single wall on the map because you just can't be bothered to look. I don't know, man.
Because no walls can hold us.
There you go.
Thank you. I just couldn't work out where it was. Well, I couldn't see them at all.
Mhm.
Oh god, so those guys are over there. Okay.
Cue all of you going, what's over here? What's this? Is this a pipe? Can I go outside and touch the pipe? No, you can't see the pipe. There's a wall in the way. 40-foot wall. You can't see a pipe.
Okay. So I'm going to use wholeness of body to
Oh,
heal myself for
okay.
3 times my monk level. So that would be 18 HP.
Cool, cool, cool.
Oh, it's a roll? You can regain. Oh. Okay, well I gained 18. That confused the shit out of me.
Mhm.
It's not difficult, let's be honest.
So that is to you, yeah?
Yeah, thank you. Yes, that was to me.
Nice.
I was going to use the disengage action, but I don't think I necessarily need to do that now. I do kind of want to get the fuck out of the way, though, because we've kind of accidentally bunched up a bit. So I guess instead I will use Step of the Wind to do a cheeky bonus action dash, and I'm gonna run away a bit. So I can run like 120 feet. Gonna run and stand next to by these guys or by
they're
the broken
underneath
down
you.
bit. They're flying, aren't they?
They're,
Or they're
no,
underneath
they're
me.
underneath. Yeah, they're going for the foundational level.
Oh. So is this complete area destroyed then? I wouldn't be able to.
No, they've taken out the
cheekily run
tower.
across
It's going in like
They've
sections.
taken out the tower.
So they're taking out the
Thank you.
tower. They're going. Yeah, as I explained before, they're just going for like big sections of shit. So
Yeah.
this tower is gone, but the rest of the structure is still sound enough that it stands.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie, that's alright then. I'm gonna run. Oh, I've got like a million bits of movement, so I'm just gonna run to just perch on top of here, and then just cheekily. Can I do it? Yeah, I'm just gonna shout instead. I'll just shout at Ash then and just say, "Can you lightning over the northeast? Not northeast, northwest."
I'm just gonna do a thumbs up.
Nice.
Ruby does a thumbs up back.
From like
vaguely confused.
50 feet away, just to spot a thumbs up is that. Wow, that's really something there, Ash. It's like to be nonchalant to your teammate at that far away.
Yeah, that's the point.
I like to think that when you're doing your,
understand these things.
I like to think that while you're doing your thumbs up, that you just start seeing some like static lightning like crackling in that same hand. It's like preparing it.
I mean, I've got a spare pair of eyes here if you want to use them.
Hey man. You can see, is, she can still hear what you're saying. She just can't speak. So she looks up at you and is just like snarling at you and like nose wrinkled. Okay. Ruby, you've moved, you've done the thing, you've shouted. Is there anything else you want to do?
No, that's my action bonus action. That's everything done.
Okay, so now it is Geardrafall. Geardrafall is going to... Ooh, what are they going to do? They can't see Sigrun, but they can see Randgrid. So they're going to just make their way over there and hopefully do some good. But they are a fighter, and that means that they've got to take a full dash. So they're going to be over here next to Foss. They still haven't been able to do anything on their turn. Let me just see. They do have Action Surge. and they've got second wind. I think they'll use second wind because it's a bonus action. So they'll do that on themselves. Boom. They get 12 HP back, and they are back up at full. It's now Rangrid's turn. Rangrid, who is stood directly next to Geardrifel. Rangrid is going to... Ooh, let me just see. Where are you all? Okay. Rangrid is going to cast Fireball on this section here. That then is going to be a DC 12 dex saving throw, please.
Dexterity.
Dex save, yes. For Isabel, Ash, Briar. Briar fails. Ash fails. The damage for the fireball is going to be 30 damage. That's full 30. You will need to do a DC 15 con save, please. Isabel will take half of that.
I gotta do the concept.
I shouldn't be concentrating anymore because that this mislead was already down.
Oh, you've dropped it already. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Then fine. Then you've taken the damage you have, and the fireball goes off. This area is just sort of smouldering in flame. That was action. I think that Rangrid is going to risk a runaway and hope that she doesn't get caught with an attack of opportunity. Geardrifel is going to go for an attack with the pike and gets a nat 20. That then is 14 damage. Oh
To
dear.
whom?
To the wizard that you guys do not like.
Oh, okay.
So Geardrifel sees that Rangrid's about to run and has this like it has a pike, which is, you know, like they're a dwarf, but this is also a very, very long spear. And seeing that and having the reach that she does, she reaches out with a skilled hand and manages to spear right into like the kidney of Rangrid. And Rangrid just immediately gets this huge welt of blood just appear down the back of her dress. And looks incredibly hurt. It is now going to be Skogul's turn. Skogul still has the moonbeam working, and so is going to move that over to Morty without having to cast anything. And then is going to cast... Oh, I think we might go for an Ice Storm. Which can go... up to 300 feet away. A hail of rock-hard ice pounds to the ground in a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. Each creature in the cylinder must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 4d6 cold damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful one. Think that we're going to cast that with a 6th level spell slot to try and take down the dragon. Which is going to aim for Ruby as well. And Aldrin. So, Ice Storm. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please. Morty succeeds. Ruby fails.
You're kidding me. On a dex save?
Oh, yeah.
You
I've
call
got to do
yourself a
Aldrin,
monk?
haven't I? I have to do Aldrin for them. 16. That's a succeed. Okay, so we roll 49 damage because of the added... what do you call it? Morty takes half damage. Aldrin takes half damage. You know what? I think that Morty being Morty would probably spread out a wing in order to protect Ruby and mean that Ruby only takes half damage from that. However, I'm also going to make that mean that Morty now cannot fly. So Morty...
There's also the...
Morty is going to
just
take
a
that
quick
full
reminder,
damage.
Ruby also has Death Ward. So cast from Briar last session, so I think the first time she goes to 0 HP, she's then back up to 1 HP.
Wasn't that a
Just
concentration save? Concentration spell?
No,
Was it not?
I don't think so, but let me pop it out for you.
Oh, it's not. And it lasts for 8 hours. Good job.
Yeah.
Alright, okay.
Just as an alternate to allow Morty to fly, because that just feels like it would...
He would have done it
nerf
anyway.
the plan.
Yeah, he would have done it anyway.
Okay,
We
enough.
can't... Yeah,
Alright,
we're not...
alright.
Yeah. We're not redacting it.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Then the Moonbeam also needed to move and cause its damage again. We are going to do that. We're not going to do that. Not going to do that. We're just going to cast. And that again is going to be Morty's con save and Aldrin's con save. And that means that you both take half damage. The damage is only 8. So you each take 4 damage from it. Great stuff. That, I think we're going to have Skogul move up to the top of this. Like, climb up to the top here and be peering down on you all. And now it is Foss's turn. Foss can see that there is Briar directly in front, has the smell of blood, and is going to pounce and try and take Briar out. That then is going to be bite attack. Which is for 11, which I think shouldn't hit your AC.
Nope.
And...
Briar would just like to hiss in response.
Yeah.
You're werewolf all the time.
Also, because you weren't hit by it, you don't need to make the saving throw for it. So that then is going to be Hrund's turn now. Hrund, who is over here at the top, is roguish, and so is going to do the full dash. So they've got how much? They've got 30. They're going to do the 3 dashes that we know and love. Going to move over to here. And is going to stand next to their wizard friend. Because if they get attacked, then they can use their... what's the word? They can use their sneak attack. That's the one. Now it's Ash's turn.
Alright, so Ash is going to obviously call lightning.
Uh-huh.
It is going to make me do a fucking like area.
Yep.
I'm going to cast it as a 5th level.
Yep.
Because it does, I think it's like, it said plus 2d10 more damage per second, or per one.
Uh-huh.
Right there.
Okay. There's only one person in that.
I'm aware, but I'm going to strike right here. Because it said within 5 feet, they have to make a dex saving throw.
Right.
So I'm going to roll damage. Or do you want me to wait until they make their throw? Because I'm also trying to destroy the area too.
Okay. Well, the point would be the center. No, when you cast a spell, choose a point you can see within range. Bolt of lightning flashes down. 5. Okay. This is really poorly worded. A storm cloud appears in the shape of a cylinder. Centered on a point you can see 100 feet directly above you. The spell fails if you can't see a point. So this area is not the affected area that's going to be full of lightning. This is the storm cloud. When you cast it, you then choose a point for the lightning to come down on. So you can have this over allies, and it shouldn't fuck them up.
Okay, well, I'm still leaving it there, and I'm going to choose this point right here. Because on my next turn, I can choose a different point as well.
Sure
but
thing.
I want to also destroy this area.
Okay.
The point I'm making
down a little bit just to give
the point I'm
more
making is you could bring it down
opportunity
here.
to
Oh, okay. Well, then put it there for me. Because I can't move it.
I'm trying to help you out.
I'm sorry.
Like, I get it that you really want to fuck this one person up, but you could fuck 3 people up, so...
Yeah, no, fuck that person.
Okay, sure. Whatever.
You don't know them, but F them.
Okay, so they're going to do their DC saving throw. They succeed.
Okay, but I can still damage the structure, right?
You... Sure. Why not?
They take half damage, don't they?
They do take half damage.
They do.
Okay, so they've taken half damage. The structure, you need to have caused over 20 damage, which will say that it can't make a save because it is just, you know, a structure. So this whole area here is completely wrecked. That's wreckage now.
Awesome. Does it cause that person next to it to fall in off balance and get hurt?
No, it's right next to it. It's right next to it. And it wouldn't have. They wouldn't have taken full damage. Remember, because they're only 20 feet up. Okay. Do you want to move anywhere? Do you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I'm gonna scooch out of the way of this fireball area. Just
I was about to remove
fireball
that
it again.
because it is just yeah, it's just a thing. It's not still active.
I'll stand right here on this rock.
Okay.
And then that is all I'm doing.
Cool. Then it is now Mist's turn. We've got where is Mist again? Oh, that was Mist. Okay. Right. So Mist is going to, let's see what they want to do. Do they want to do that? Do they want to do that? I don't know if they want to do that. They do have another 4th level spell slot. So I think that they are going to move their way down here. Which is 15, 30. Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Damn. They would know that they need to get closer. So they're going to spend their movement to get down here and just move directly towards you. So that would be 15 and the 20 to drop. So that then is how far? 45. Great. So they're now going to cast Banishment on you, Ash.
Yeah, what do I gotta roll for a saving throw?
A DC 13 Charisma save, please. It's in the chat. You can just click in the chat. You guys go, like, natively. If you click in the chat, it gives you a green or red. It's very cool.
Woohoo!
Okay, so you got a 19 on the die and succeed. You are not banished. And that is both of their 4th level spell slots used up. Okay, that's their turn. They can't move any further. That's all the distance that they've got. It's now Gunner's turn. Gunner can see that Foss is trying to hurt Briar, and so is going to move up here and try to attack Foss. Has got Rage active, has extra attack, has got Reckless attack, has got let's see. Oh, they would have actually had advantage on initiative rolls, but it probably rolled it automatically. I don't know. Oh, right. That is a brutal critical. That's not what we need right now. What they're going to do is they're going to swing around their Warhammer. The first time they're going to do with advantage, and the next time they're going to do normal. That is a 25 and a 21. Both of those should hit. That then is damage and damage to Foss. Bang and bang. Foss is very nearly dead, but not quite there. I think because they've already used their bonus action to go into a rage, they are going to use a frenzy now to use another a bonus action attack, and they're going to attack one more time. Which is a 15 to hit, which is just enough. And it's going to be Goodnight Vienna for Foss. As Foss gets 9. And this time, Gunnar says, I always hated you. You got fur all over my clothes. It's bad enough me having my own hair on my clothes. You understand what it's like when I go into a rage and it tightens up and suddenly I have this tightness somewhere on me and I have to unravel my own hair? I hate you, fox! You big fox, fuck! I don't know what you are, but I'll kill you! And smacks this thing with the warhammer. It drops down in front of Isabel and the head of Ia. And that is that. Ia sees in the corner of her eye the wolf drop down and hears what Gunnar shouted, and you can see that Ia looks very, very fucking angry. But there's nothing that Ia can do about it. Ia just has an ear. Right, Sigrun's turn. Sigrun has greater invisibility working currently, which means that they will just be invisible for a minute, even if they cast spells. So they are going to cast... Ooh, what are they going to do? I think that they see that the tower and the whole Colosseum is starting to fall, and that gives them an idea. They want some rocks to fall on all of you, and so they are going to do something with that. Or do they want to do that instead? Oh dear. What do we want to do? No, I instead of having to finagle some way to, you know, figure out how to fucking homebrew that shit of rocks falling on you, I think instead Sigrun's just going to move up and try and fuck one of you up instead. Oh, 30 feet range. What's 30 feet range? Okay, we're going to go to here. 30 foot range. Right on the ledge here so that she can reach Ash. And he's going to go for Briar, Isabel, and Ash. And cast Bane on all of you. There we go. And comes out of invisibility because they lost their concentration on it.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
Isabel has failed. Must make Christmas saving throws. Whenever a target that fails the saving throw makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target must roll a d4 and subtract the number rolled from the attack roll or saving throw. So any attack rolls or saving throws that you make, Isabel, are going to be subtracted a d4. So you can put that in the modifier box when you roll it. Just put minus d4 and it'll be fine. The rest of you... that's that then. Good. It's now Aldrin's turn. Aldrin on the back of the big dude, I think, is probably going to just cast a spell against this next bit of wall. Because... Not the one that Ruby's on, but the one south of that. Because they can come down to here and then cast it on this bit that the druid is on, and hopefully the druid will just get knocked on their ass and take some 2d6 falling damage. So we've got the Dragon's Breath for that, and then we've also got Fireball. Do we want to... Yeah, I think we're going to cast Fireball on these two. And we're going to also do the Dragon's Breath. Just breathe on them. Place measure template, no. Concentration, no. Just cast the spell. And that is going to be some damage against this wall. The wall then is going to take how much? 11. It's not enough to melt this area. It doesn't go past the damage threshold. So that's not going to happen. However, the fireball, both of these guys both need to make their saves. That is a fail and a fail. However, a dexterity save that has failed for, what do you call it? An 8th level rogue. Does she have that ability yet? No, doesn't have it yet. So, is still going to take the full damage. The damage then caused is going to be 35, which we apply to both of them. That leaves Hrund looking quite bloodied, and Rangrid is turned to ash. The wizard is dead, thanks to Aldrin's fireball. Now then, it is Briar's turn. Aldrin's going to stay on Dad's back.
Is this area that Briar's standing in still on fire?
No. It's like smouldering. I've deleted the template because it's just smouldering. It doesn't set the thing on fire now.
Okay.
Right, didn't you want to do something with something I'm holding?
You pick one spot,
Yes.
Mars, where it points at, and it's just that plus 5 feet
Briar
around
would like
it.
to kick.
I'll throw it up in the air.
head, like a soccer ball, towards the god.
God? Where?
I don't know if you want me to do that as an action or a bonus action.
Where are we talking about? Which god? You said you're going to kick it against the god.
The god that appeared. I'm assuming it's.
No, that's your mislead.
Oh, okay.
Remember, you couldn't see the token, so I created a token and was quite frustrated by it.
Yeah.
The gods are at the north end of the map. The gods are up here.
Okay, so I would like to try and kick it that direction then.
Well, like kick rubble.
No, the ear's head.
Ear's head. Oh, right.
Yes.
So you would need to drop down to where Isabel is and kick it up from ground level then.
Okay.
You're on the mezzanine level. You need to drop down.
And I can do that?
Yes.
There's no one next to you.
I had the ruler selected. Whoops, there we go.
I'll just pass over there to you. For wheels.
And I would like to punt it towards the god.
I love that. Give me... I don't know what roll... What roll should I make it for you to kick a Valkyrie's severed head towards a god? It's not sleight of hand, it's sleight of foot.
Wouldn't it be athletics? Because if you count football as athletics, maybe.
I am wondering whether it would be...
Would there be a disadvantage, though? Since it's basically like a called shot?
This is cool as fuck. I'm not going to impose a disadvantage on this.
I mean, I could just squat down with holding the head by the hair, and Briar doesn't have to worry about drop kicking it.
I'll give you if you hold the head and use that as your action on your next turn, then which is coming up.
Hunter.
Yeah, your turn is coming up after the dragon. If you use that as your action, then I will give Briar advantage. There's no... You don't have... you haven't got... what's the word? I guess we could call this a simple weapon. I mean, a football isn't really a weapon, so to speak, but, you know...
I have a question real quick.
Yes.
When can I use a reaction?
When someone leaves your threatened area, or if you have something that you can do that gives you specific wording about it. Like hellish rebuke, etc.
I would like to use a reaction to assist in the kicking of this.
Then no, you can't do that.
But it says when a creature can see.
Yeah, Briar already has advantage. You can't stack advantage. Okay. We will call this... You don't have great athletics. I want to give you a better bonus than that. That's why I'm puzzling over this for so long. Medicine.
No,
okay. Give me your best argument of why this should be medicine, and I'll allow it.
Because it's a head, and I'm a cleric, and I'm kicking it to the god to show that I'm a powerful cleric deserving of attention.
Okay, so what you're saying is you're using this opportunity to make a medical referral.
Yeah.
This head is not attached to anything. Should I be concerned medically? Yeah. Okay. Sure. We'll give you medicine. Yeah, give me an advantage medicine roll.
Sometimes
Get a 20 or higher. Get a 20 or higher.
Advantage?
Yes, advantage. 22! Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
You fucking punt this thing over there, and you see that one of the gods, who was a bit nonchalant before, and was sort of like powdering their nose and sort of discussing with one of the others about whether to go or not, just gets this like startled look on their face as just a head like crunches them right in the chest, and you hear a crack. Like, even from across the arena, you can hear like one of the god's ribs just like separate, and they just like startled grab this head as it drops, and they're like, oh, what is this? And the head just starts like mouthing foul words, but obviously isn't making any noise. Okay, that was pretty epic. That was your action. What do you want to do as a bonus action?
I'm gonna heal myself a little bit.
Go for it. Next person in the turn order is going to be Dragon Boy. That then, if you just roll that, there we go, that's healed. Dragon Boy goes to move over here towards Druid. And he's going to try and fuck him up. Dragon Boy still has legendary actions, and has been holding back because didn't want to use them with you guys. However, the druid here is kind of fucking things up for him and for his child, and so is going to use a wing attack, and is going to smack a bitch with the wing attack. With using 2 legendary actions, is going to make the druid make a dexterity saving throw, which they fail. That then means that they are going to take 6 bludgeoning damage, and is going to be knocked prone. Yeah, they're going to be knocked prone, which means that basically, because he's flapping his wings at them, and let's say he's only got the 1, he can't fly, but he can smack a bitch still. This druid falls off of the thing, goes prone off the side of the tower, basically off the side of the arena, lands in the dirt outside, and takes another 2d6 damage for bludgeoning from the fall, which is going to be another 11 damage, which brings them down to that. They now have to make 2 concentration saves. They fail on the first, which means that the moonbeam ends. There is no more moonbeam on the field. That goes away. Great stuff. That is legendary action before his turn. It is now his turn proper. He is going to do, let's say, should we see if we can recharge this? It doesn't recharge. Instead, we are going to go for 3 attacks. 1 bite, 2 claws. So, bite, claw, claw. Boom, boom, boom.
Whoa.
Against the walls themselves. That is going to be the bite damage, the claw damage, and the final claw damage. That entirely brings down the wall. This wall here is now gone, and destroyed, forgotten, demolished, all of the above. Now it is just open space, and you can see Skogul on the ground prone next to it. Isabel, it's your turn. You've used up your action to help Briar. What else do you want to do?
Change into a direwolf.
Change into a direwolf. I love that. Do you take Foss's appearance, or in your own form?
Yeah, I can. I mean, obviously, I'm probably not going to be as strong as him, but I could look like him.
Cool. Well, we'll just use this token then, since we've already got it. This token then becomes you. Where do you want to go as a direwolf?
I just well, I'm still raging, aren't I?
Mm-hmm.
But I can't attack.
So there's no, you can't do any attacks, so you're going to lose your rage. And direwolves don't have bonus actions, and you used yours to change. So you've changed into it. You can now just move, and that's it, really.
I'm just gonna is still direwolf growling or barking or trying to say something, because I should be able to understand him now.
Well, Foss is dead. That was Foss's body that landed next to you. Gunnar killed him.
Oh, sorry.
So there's no talking to him. He is dead, which is why you're using his token.
Sorry, I thought he leapt down after me. Sorry.
No.
I think I forgot.
Yeah, no. Gunnar smacked him, and that made Ear pissed off. Alright, so what do you want to do then? Do you still want to be direwolf, or do you want to do something else instead?
Can I go back and I just use the bonus action just to bite my hand?
Sure. Why not?
To keep my rage up.
Yeah. Alright, well...
So I've just finished helping with the football, and then I'm just going...
Yeah.
Oh, God, I'm a bit hungry.
Let's review the tape, shall we? We've had 2 fireballs. We've had a druid fall from the side of something. We've had Foss is dead. We've got 2 more sections of this thing have just been destroyed. And also Briar has completely punted ahead towards a god. Briar, please give me a performance check with advantage. We're aiming for a 20.
I'm hyping her up. Go, go!
Briar, performance check with advantage.
They're on a
20.
bathroom break.
Oh.
Perfect timing. Okay then. Well then, we will say that you get 3 more of the gods show up. Because of course you have done that. You've done that in spades. These guys are showing up really now to see these things. But we still need to see how much of a performance Briar is doing, so we'll do that when Briar gets back. I know that you guys talk in Discord. I don't pay any attention to that while I'm...
Hi, sorry, I'm back. What
I need you to do a performance check with advantage, please. Try and aim for a 20. 22! Okay. You've gone up in the god's eyes. You are going up in like a little bit more of standing in their eyes as being an adventurer. They're actually paying attention to you now. They want to know what you're capable of.
I don't know if your stats are different. I'm sorry to interrupt, but that was a perception check.
Oh, you did a perception check?
Oh, whoops.
Performance. Perception is +8.
Sorry, it's just because of the different stats, because it's, yeah.
Oh.
I am so sorry.
No.
Wow.
Good eye.
Rules lawyering. Rules lawyering like a motherfucker. Okay.
I'm really sorry.
Then you got, no, on your first rolls, it would have been 13 plus your persuasion is, no, not persuasion, it was performance, wasn't it? +1, so you would have had a 14. So your first roll, we keep the first rolls because you rolled lower than that after, but it was still only a 14. So the gods are not seeing you in that much more of a way, I guess. That I would remind you all, though, that the gods are the only audience here. If you want other people to pay attention to you and see you as a better adventurer, then you probably need to get the word out to more people and see if you can find a way to include everybody else. Clue, use magic. Shouting and telling people to go and find some people isn't going to work in a desert. But, you know, something to think about as it gets to your turn. Ruby!
Hello, question. Will we have water on us?
Food and drink isn't never really covered. I guess so, yeah.
No. Okay. My idea, would that be I hold my action for this turn, and then I assume Ash would choose another lightning target, and basically I want to hold an action to then lob some water at them, because I think if they're wet, lightning makes everything worse.
Okay. Sounds cool to me. I think
idea.
you'd probably have to get closer.
I wish you weren't going to say that. That's
I
fine.
think like a short bow doesn't even have the range that you have at the moment to do it.
Yeah,
and that's
I couldn't
designed
see
to
what
be
the
fired.
range on my dart is to work it out.
Well, you're 110 feet away from the rogue, and you're 85 feet away from the other one.
Okay.
The whatever this one is, sorcerer.
Guess I will just move straight in front of myself, so we're not grouping. I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go like here. I've got 60 feet. So.
Okay, so you're gonna ready an action that when the lightning bolt hits this one, that you throw your water at them.
Yep.
Cool beans. All right. Then it is now Geardriful's turn. Geardriful is going to go straight into this. Doesn't need to be right next to the rogue, because has a pike, and so has got further range. And is going to attack once and twice. That is a 26 and a 15, both of which hit. That is first damage and second damage. That's boom, boom. And oh boy. They are looking very, very close to death right now. Rangrid is dead. That then brings on to Skuggle, who has to turn over and use half the movement to stand up. They have lost some health, but they haven't lost spell slots. And wait, did they use? Oh, they did use that. Yes, they did use that. Okay, so they've lost their moonbeam. I think that they're going to use Ice Storm instead now. And I think that we're going to go for... Yeah, we've got a nice little group over here. Let's go for that group. And we're going to do it at 5th level. On you guys.
Of course you will.
Everybody in that space, please give me a dexterity saving throw. DC 15.
Wait, is Isabel rolling as the direwolf though?
No, you never changed.
I
Okay.
The direwolf was a bait and switch because the direwolf had Isabel forgot that they'd died.
Shen, does your wolf totem thing give advantage on saving throws, or is it attacks?
No, it's attack, sorry.
No, it's alright.
So that's 2 of you failed. Gunnar and Briar. You will still take half as much damage on the success, though.
Oh, never mind.
That is 34 damage. It is a mixture of bludgeoning and cold, and this should apply it like it should automatically do this calculation for you, Isabel, which I think it did there. To take off the... I did give you half, didn't I? Sure, I gave you half.
Yeah, wouldn't I half again because of bludgeoning, or is that because... Oh,
That's what I'm trying to
the cold
figure
fixed it?
out. That's what I'm trying to figure out. What did you have? Do you remember what you had in health before this?
Sorry, I was in the yellow, I know that.
You were in the yellow. It says to apply it takes off 26, which would mean that you were at 67?
I guess. I don't know, sorry.
So I don't think I halved it. Right. Yes, there we go. You take 13 damage because of the bludgeoning. Then Briar is taking a lot of damage there and is nearly down. And Gunnar is dead. Gunnar got completely smacked by that. And now Skogul is going to move over this way to try and get further out of the range of Big Bad Daddy. Now it is going to be Hrund's turn. Hrund is the rogue over here. And rogues are not particularly well known for getting face-to-face and fighting. And is very, very hurt. So is going to try and run. We'll use a bonus action disengage. to move without triggering the reaction. He's going to move over here and use an action to hide. They are going to roll their stealth. And they get a 28. So they are indeed hidden. There we go. That's Ron's turn. It's now Ash's turn.
Okay, well, since I don't have to recast the Call Lightning because it's already out.
Yeah.
I would like to cast Hold Person on this person.
Okay.
Never mind. It's a concentration save. Never mind.
Okay.
I'm just gonna call lightning onto them.
So you just point at them and say, "Hey, keep still."
I mean, that's not gonna work.
No.
But yeah.
Well, you can say it anyway. You just don't have to spell behind it. Stay still.
Hey, don't move.
What? Huh?
I appreciate the heads up because Ruby now knows where to throw some water.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to do the roll? Or are we gonna...
Yeah, but it's...
You got fingers up our
Hold on.
ass? Click on the
Hold on.
spell, uncheck the box that says consume spell slot. We've been doing this for 2 years, Tats.
And I check what role you want me to
There you
do
go.
for the water if you want me to.
I will let you roll your own 2d10. We're not doubling
Okay.
the damage. We're adding on 50%. Because there is no mechanic for water worsening an electricity attack.
Oh, I meant the throw, I guess. Is like making the throw actually hit.
No,
the
you're in
target.
a good enough distance that I'll just allow it.
Okay, thank you. There we go.
All right, so that's 36 damage. Oh my god. Mist had exactly 36 HP left.
do
now
I
down
get
to
to describe
0.
the kill?
Both of you do, I guess.
Alright, I'll let Ruby go first.
So, Ash is pointed to the target. Ruby just lobs this water straight at this person's face, and it just smashes all over them, and then just does a cheeky side eye to Ash, and just gives them a wink.
And as I call forth the lightning, I point up to the sky and, like, bring my hand down pointing at them.
Mm-hmm.
And then hits the top of their head, and then they just start to turn, like, a bright red color, and then turn to ash and fall.
Nice. They just like blow away in this weird cloud that just appeared, like 12 seconds ago. Okay, are you gonna move anywhere?
I'm gonna come here.
Cool.
Because I saw that person run somewhere over here.
Yep.
I don't know where they went.
Give me a perception check. If you beat a 28, I'll tell you.
Give me a second.
Alright, well, you're 5 off, but you're still not there. Okay, so you don't know where they've gone. You just know that they are a stealthy rogue and they're in that area, maybe. Okay, that's the end of your turn then.
I do...
Go on.
No, because I still have an action because I didn't hold that person.
Yes.
So I'm going to do a cantrip. Not a cantrip. Guiding Bolt. I have it as a legacy innate spellcasting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to strike this area and try to do damage to it.
What, to the, like, tower?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, give me damage.
Dang it,
All right.
not quite enough.
No, doesn't beat the 20 threshold, so the tower stands.
He has advantage, though,
Why?
for next attack?
Advantage for the next attack against the tower, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Alright.
Alright, then it is now Sigrun's turn. That is our Bardy friend. They are going to do... What do they want to do? Yeah, I think we're going to do this. They are going to cast... Slow on you peeps. It's a 40-foot cube. Slow's effects are: you alter time around up to 6 creatures of your choice in a 40-foot cube within range. Each target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be affected by this spell for the duration. An affected target's speed is halved. It takes a -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throws, and it can't use reactions. On its turn, it can use either an action or a bonus action, not both. Regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than 1 melee or ranged attack during its turn. So your extra attacks don't mean shit. Briar, I need a save from you as well, please. Isabel has failed.
I figured.
What save is it?
It's a wisdom save. It's in the chat.
You can just click the box.
It's in the chat. You just click in the chat.
Quick wisdom saving throw in that box.
Yeah. Okay. So that is... if a creature attempts to cast a spell with a casting time of 1 action, roll a d20. On an 11 or higher, the spell doesn't take effect until the creature's next turn, and the creature must use its action on that turn to complete the spell. That means that you've used 2 turns, 2 actions. If it can't, the spell is wasted, so you would still use your spell slot. So that is what's happening to you, Isabel. Sigrun then is going to move over here, I think. I'm just trying and get some distance on you all. But the other 2 of you are not affected by it, and so I'm going to remove this template. That now is Aldrin's turn. I think Aldrin will use... What do we want to use? What do we want to use? You don't want to use Thunderstep, because that will hurt Dad. But we might use a Fireball on that one. Or actually, I think that Aldrin might fire it up here. I think that the idea that you had earlier of people casting spells and making it look like Briar had done it might be something that Aldrin would be interested in. So I think Aldrin is going to wait for Briar's turn and is then going to try and send something off, making it look as if Briar had done it. So Aldrin will come down here, and so long as Briar gets to Aldrin, then on your turn, Aldrin's obviously saying this to you, like, come over here, come over here. Then whatever Aldrin does is going to make it look like Briar did it. Okay, now it is Briar's turn. Briar, you go directly after Aldrin.
Okay. Well, the thing I wanted to do, I think I'm kind of too far away currently.
What do you want to do?
I wanted to cast command on the gods and command them to broadcast. And then kind of like have a speech and tell them about what's going on. Like anybody that could hear it and tell them what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But my movement speed is 30 and then command is 60. And the ghosts are 90 away from 30. If I moved 30 feet closer, they would be 90 feet.
I think that you could probably do that with something Aldrin can do without the need for commanding gods, because honestly, using command on a god is probably not going to work. Command is a very, very, very low-level spell, and these are gods. So I doubt that telling a god to do this is really going to do anything for you, to be honest.
Well, that was my only idea.
Well, do you want to move over to Aldrin and maybe Aldrin can help?
Yeah.
Okay. That was that whole spiel was telling you all of that. Okay. So Aldrin has got a 5th level spell called Creation. Creation takes a minute to cast. If you put in some of your spell energy, the amount that you have left, then we will speed this up to being an action.
Okay, yeah, I can do that.
This is Aldrin's only 5th level spell slot being used here. So Aldrin is going to essentially create a kind of broadcast speaker from out of the like plant life, soft goods, wood, rope, all of the kind of like rubble and shit that's around here, and is going to try and use that to create this big loudspeaker. And we'll use your spells with it to your spell slots to sort of like empower it and just like superpower all of it, so that it is actually you doing it. Aldrin's just sort of like, you know, I don't know if you ever watched the Patrick Swayze and Demi Moore movie Ghost. It's sort of like that, like, oh my love, with just Aldrin like guiding your hands as you mold the clay.
I love that.
You can be Patrick or Demi, whichever you want to be, but Aldrin is sort of like doing that with you, and you end up making this loudspeaker. It is now your turn. What do you want to say?
The gods have forsaken us. Our patrons, the deities that we have given our life to in support and follow their words of wisdom, they're no longer for us. Now they are literally attacking us. We don't know what's going on. Why are these gods turning on us? We are trying to make things right. Please come and watch us. We need your support.
Aldrin whispers in your ear, tell them your name as well.
I am Briar Dawnheart.
Okay. We will get to the end of the round and see how that affects things. That is your turn. You've used your action to do that. You have a bonus action.
I'm just going to use my bonus action to try and recover a little bit of health as well.
Okay. How many spell slots do you have left?
I'm going to use a 3rd level slot.
Okay. I will say that there is something else that is a consequence of your actions just now, which we will get into the next time it is your turn. It is now the dragon's turn. Dragon Dad is going to come over here and try and knock over this big tower. He's going to do a recharge to see whether it gets acid breath back, and doesn't. Instead, then is going to do we'll use the 2 legendary actions right now on this part of the tower, and then he gets a 9, so that does nothing. So instead, we're going to do our bite, which is 35 damage. So that takes this whole section down as well. So this area is also completely demolished. Then we have the next section, but does he have the movement for that? I don't think so. No, he doesn't. Because he can't fly over there, and he did have a fly speed of 80, but he's only got 40 now. So he is going to stay put. He's used up his legendary action. That is him. It is now Isabel's turn.
Okie dokie. Right, I am slowed, right?
Yes, you are. That means that you
Okay.
have half movement. You've got -2 to your
20.
AC. And you can either do an action or a bonus action. And if you cast a spell, then you need to do a d20 roll of 11 or higher, and then you can use it on your next turn.
Okay, that's as far as I could go, but I've got javelins. And I'm
Okay.
going to chuck one at the bastard.
Cool. Also remembering that you don't get any of your abilities here to cast an extra attack. You only get the 1 attack.
Okay, I'm fine by now.
19 to hit. And it does hit. This person has not taken any damage yet. 9 damage. Ow! Ow! Ow!
I didn't hear you. Could you say it one more time?
Ow! They succeed on their concentration check.
Dang it.
I'm trying to write a poem over here.
Well, you're trying to hurt us as well.
Yeah. That's the end of your turn then. You don't have anything else you can do. It is top of the order. That is, again, quite a tasty round. We've had the tower fall over at the south, and we've had the megaphone, mega speaker thing. I'm still only going to say that you get 2 gods out of that. That wasn't quite earth-shattering enough to get all 3, but it's something. Now I would like you to do an advantaged performance check, this time trying to beat a 15. Your speech has brought the DC down to 15. Right.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Performance check. Advantage.
Let me hit the right one this time.
Uh-huh. 17!
Woo!
Okay. You hear in the distance, you hear like some kind of magic sort of going off of people portaling in. They don't quite know what the location is right now, but you can tell that there are some magic users who are definitely appearing in the area. They don't quite know where the place is, because you just said come and watch us, and they're kind of inferring that you're at the god's home place of Teshuga, which to them it makes sense. So, you know, hedging their bets, they've arrived here, but without any more clear instructions of exactly where you are and the fact that it's an arena and that it's in Majesty, etc. There's it's going to be hard for them to know exactly where to go. So on your next turn, you might want to say something to that effect. But we are at the top of the round, and this is the last round of this session. Ruby.
Hi. So just it's not a massive amount that I want to particularly do. I guess hold an action to then, because there's not really many enemies, so Ruby's less concerned at that point. She's low HP as well. So just hold an action to help Briar with and Aldrin with what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have any bonus actions to do, so maybe I'll just chill where I am.
You don't want to ready an action
Holding
or
an action.
Punch anybody?
Well,
or...
my action is to help Briar with what Briar's next turn is.
Oh, right. I misunderstood.
Like
okay.
Aldrin did.
Aldrin is stood next to them and cast something to do it. So I'm just wondering, what is it that you're going to do to help?
I don't know. All right, I'll move.
Usually with help actions, you have to describe what it is that you're doing to help.
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay. What is it specifically that you are doing to help?
I have no idea. I'll give the help action at next turn. I don't know, to give an advantage on a roll or something.
This is what I've just explained. Giving the help action, you do still need to describe specifically.
Yeah, I'm really struggling to hear people speaking because my internet is consistently clipping in and out, so I can't hear what people are saying.
Okay. Ruby stands next to Briar. It is now Geardriful's turn. Geardriful is... I think they're going to try and use a perception check. And gets an 8. So they can't see the rogue. So instead they will drop down here. Use another 10 to get over there. And then come over to this rubble pile that Isabel stood on. And is going to use... That was a dash to do that. They're going to use Action Surge to give themselves another action. And do they want to try and throw this, or... No, it's their only weapon. They wouldn't get rid of their only weapon. They are going to, however, move up to Sigrun to stand in their threatened range because they have a pike, which means that their range is actually 10 feet. So they are now stood in their range, and they've used their action surge to do that. It's Skogul's turn. Skogul, you've still got 3 enemies on the field, just to clarify. You still have 3 enemies on the field. We are not out of the woods yet. It is going to be Skogul's turn. Skogul is going to move up. I think they're going to move up this way to get to here. And they will cast... Oh, they can't do that. What does this do? Okay. I think that Skogul is going to cast Wall of Stone. Now, the Wall of Stone can be 100 feet in any shape I desire. And is going to be 10 foot by 10 foot panels. So the Wall of Stone is going to be around all of you. Which, if it appears on your space, it pushes you inside of the wall, as per the spell's wording. So we're going to do this, and you are going to get punted inside of the wall. That then is going to keep all of you in a nice little cubby that's about 15 foot high. That basically Skogul doesn't want you all leaving, wants to keep you contained for the time being. It is now Hrund's turn. Hrund comes out from hiding. Is going to use bonus action, dash to jump down towards Ash. No. Fuck it, it's just going to try and attack you with 2 attacks. Do they have extra attack, actually? Let me just double check. No, they don't. What they'll do then is they'll just use the 1 attack. But they're going to use their vicious short sword.
Vicious.
That's to hit?
Vicious to hit, yes. When you roll a 20 on your attack roll with this magical weapon, your crit deals an extra 2d6 of the weapon's type, in addition to doubling all dice. So basically, if they crit you, it's going to fuck you up hard.
No,
the
I
damage
don't think this
for this is going to be 8 damage.
That wasn't a crit.
Oh, okay.
You will need to roll a concentration check on your Call Lightning. And you succeed. That then was Hrund's turn. It is now Ash's turn.
Alright, well, I am going to immediately call lightning right onto them.
Okay.
Let me go to it.
Each creature within 5 feet of that point must also make a dexterity saving throw. You must now make a dexterity saving throw because you called it directly on top of them. What is your spell save DC? It is 16. So you failed your DC saving throw. So you have caused yourself 27 damage.
That's fine.
And
I have to do concentration again.
Yes, you do need to make concentration again. They're going to do their dexterity check. You failed. They're going to do their dexterity check. That is an 18, beats your 16. And they do have evasion, which means that if they succeed on a dexterity save, then they take 0 damage. So they don't take half, but you took the full amount.
Okay, well,
and the spell ends.
Yep, that's fine. I want to attack them with my sunblade.
Cool. Well, you've used your action. No, that wasn't your action, was it? That was
not.
That was just an additional special action. Okay, so now you can attack.
Oh no.
That does not hit. They are looking incredibly hurt, by the way, but they're like gritting their teeth and just sort of like, they have like almost a rictus grin, where they're just like grinning at you as you try and hit them, as they just watched you fumble your spell.
I don't think I can do anything else.
Coming out of stealth and landing beside you, and you immediately freaking out and just being like, ah! And like casting lightning right at their feet and fucking yourself up. They're just like laughing at you.
That's fine.
That's the end of your turn, unless you want to move away from them.
I can't.
Okay, you got a bonus action you might want to do, or?
The bonus action was the call lightning, wasn't it?
Okay. Cool. Then it is now Sigrun's turn.
Well, hold on. I'm going to move just like right there. Leave an opening. I did not move away from them.
No,
I just
you didn't.
sidestepped.
That's fine. That's totally fine. Okie dokie. Then we are going to go with... what do we have? What is this? 15? No. Okay. So they're not going to go outside of the threatened area. They're going to go into your threatened area, Isabel, and they are going to cast Thunder Wave, which is going to affect both of you. And that gives you the need to make a Constitution saving throw, pretty please. Which
Because
gives
I mean, you must
fails.
have one or more control tokens. I'll try again, but yeah. You must one or more control tokens in order to use this option. I'll do it by my
I'll do
character.
it for you, it's fine.
Oh.
You've rolled a 13, which succeeds, but that was still with the -2 from slowed. So you are, on a failed save, you would have taken 2d8 thunder damage and be pushed 10 feet away. On a success, you take half as much and are not pushed. So instead of being pushed 10 feet away, you're pushed 5 feet away. Gaedriful did fail. The damage roll is a 14. So you take half as that, and they take the full amount. Cool. That was Sigrun pushing away that person, so that now they are not going to be leaving the threatened area and will not take a reaction to leaving. They will in fact be able to move without prompting an attack of opportunity. That was very smart. That was very devious of me. Oh. Aldrin's turn. Aldrin sees this big stone wall and wants to melt. So is going to acid splash at the highest level available. Can we do that, please? Are you doing that, please? No, we're not. Oh, it's just not doing it, is it? It's just going in chat because it's a cantrip. Okay, well, never mind. What were we going to do instead? There's an acid ball in here somewhere, isn't there? I'm sure there was an acid ball. Where's the acid ball gone? I made it. God damn it. Is it fireball? Did we reintegrate the shit from thingy and not use that? Hang on. Acid ball.
Fireball, I guess, because I've never seen them use fireball.
Yeah, it must have been that. Never mind. It was a rehashed version of that. Well, acid ball is fine. We'll upcast it to 4th. And we will cast it at like lobbing it over the top. Aldrin is just going to try and like put hands to the wall and just try and like melt down this rocky wall and just destroy the thing, cause a lot of damage. 39 damage, I think, is going to be enough to bring down this wall entirely. That is enough to bring down the stone wall, so the sound from this device is not going to get hampered any. And Aldrin is going to stay here and give you a hand with the like trumpet thing, this big thing. Briar, it's your turn again. Are you? What are
Okay.
you going to say at this point?
So Ruby and I have been strategizing, and we want to see if this will work. If we can use Aldrin's trumpet thing and use Ruby's awakened mind to make it seem like this broadcast speech that I'm saying basically like goes into the minds of the masses instead of
Very good.
like an announcement. It feels like it's coming from within their own mind instead of like over a loudspeaker almost.
Okay. Yeah.
So it feels like a little bit more godly.
Sure. Okay.
And then I would just like to clarify from the last time that the gods that I said that were fighting us are our patrons and not like just random like all-powerful gods. It's specifically our patrons that are trying to fight us and kill us, and that we are in the gladiator arena.
Okay.
And that's where they can come find us and support us, and we need their show of force.
Okay. Give me a performance check with advantage. We'll do it now. Okay. You start to hear like portaling into the stands, and there are more and more people starting to appear. They're unsure of where to stand though, because the arena is collapsing. So you see that there's a lot of people who are just sort of standing and like peering through the rubble. But you do also get a distinct like feeling that there's a lot of support here for you, and there's a bunch of people seem to have like made like banners like hastily on the way. Like a lot of people clearly getting their kids involved, or just are illiterate because they don't quite grasp what words are, and like backwards N's and upside down G's and stuff. And it just sort of says like, no gods, gods no, get out, go away, that kind of thing. They haven't quite got themselves into a decent enough like furor with like the actual what's the word, like chanting. But you do also notice that there are some people here who are taking down notes hastily about you in particular. I'll give you an insight check if you want to use it.
They're doing no Yelp reviews.
Nat 20 insight check. Holy shit. They are...
Happen on something.
They are paying attention to you in particular, and they are paying attention to the way that you are dressed and your physical appearance, so that they can write up posters and stuff. They're basically a group of artists here who are trying to do the equivalent of what the paparazzi would do in the real world. So you've got like
cool.
paparazzis, but they're doing it with like chalks and pastels and stuff on their paint pads and things. Okay. Very, very, very cool. Now, yep.
If you would allow me a bonus action, I'm just going to use my bonus action to use. Oh wait, is it a bonus action? Is Twilight Divinity, Twilight Sanctuary a bonus? No, it's an action. Okay, never mind.
You do still have a bonus action though. Is there anything you want to do?
I mean, you got a healing word? Or...
Yeah, I'm trying to... Well, Ash is stood directly next to this. So I would like to heal Ash with my bonus action. I believe it is... Yeah, it's not touch. So I can use my bonus
healing
action.
Word, no. Yeah, healing word is spoken.
Okay, and I'll use a third slot to give Ash some healing.
As you go to do that, you realize that in actual fact, your magic isn't coming from you anymore. There's a break, a disconnect somewhere. You feel that your connection to the divinity has been severed. And we go on to Isabel. I'm going to do Dragon's turn. Isabel, it's now your turn.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Just to be clear, Ash, you did not get that healing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
This may be me trying to outbard a bard a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to try and speak to the bard.
Okay.
Listen, what was it? What was his name? What was her name? Sigrid?
As you're having this conversation, just so that you're aware, everybody else just sees with like very little structural support left in any of these walls. You just see Morty just sort of like lean back against this wall to listen to what you're about to say, and it just like collapses without him having to do anything. He's just like very nonchalant, like oh god, and nearly falls over. Yeah, carry on. This one is called Sigrun.
Sigrid, isn't it? We don't. I know you want to do your poems, and I know you want to write your songs, and
Yes.
I want nothing more than to let you do that. So can't we put our differences aside and you work with us? You don't even need to fight your comrades. You just maybe write some songs and poems inspired by us and Briar. I mean, you've seen some really cool, interesting, cool shit around here, right? Which I'm pretty sure you could do say what more eloquently than I can.
Well, yes.
I mean, none of us will hurt you if you don't hurt us. Is that right, everybody? I'm talking to you guys.
Party.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if I can hear you.
Yeah, of course you can.
Was it?
Isabel's speaking. You're only 30 feet away. Yeah, you can hear.
Parlay.
We won't hurt you if you don't hurt us. And we'll let you do your poems, whatever you want to.
We can even help you with your poems. Tell them that, if they can't hear me.
Of course they can hear you. What are you talking about? They're right there. They're stood right there. They're 20 feet away from you. You can hear. They can. You can hear. They can hear
You're a little
you.
bit further away than I am.
The fuck, Tats? What the fuck, man? You're doing this on purpose. I swear to God, you're doing this on purpose.
I'm deliberately making myself loud as well, so people can see. The audience can see that we're a compassionate group as well.
Right.
That we
Exactly.
don't let us
Exactly.
need to.
Okay. So Isabel says this to Sigrun. Give me a persuasion roll with advantage.
Okay, persuasion with advantage. Yes,
23 is very good. 23 is very good. Their insight is +3.
Okay. Come on.
A 13. Sigrun turns and is like, well, if I'm going to be honest, I kind of always just, wanted to do poems, and it was never really my thing, battle. I'm much more of a creative mind. I don't really like attacking people.
I totally get it. Sometimes I just want to read my books.
What's funny as well is that because you've been affected by the slow spell, that you're probably saying all of this in super slow motion.
I speak too fast to do that in real life.
Come and join us. Sigrun's
well,
like,
they got to realise that they caused it.
Okay. Listen, I think maybe we could have this conversation a little easier if maybe I did this. And she like scribbles out something that she's been writing, and you can see that like a wisp of magic comes away from the page because she writes down in poetry all of the spells that she casts. And she does that, and she like just scribbles it out, and so you can now move at full speed again. I'm sorry. Look, our boss is
Was
just like, well, yes, was. I think, how many rounds are we in now? How many rounds are we? 4 rounds. So Ear is still hanging on. It's like in the god's hand, like it's just like grimacing and like silent shouting towards you all, and then just like goes slack-jawed and stops. Sigrun just says, "Look, I never really wanted this. My job was to take the valorous and valorant people from the field of battle. to bring them to their final rest. I wasn't ever supposed to be some big enforcer. None of us wanted to be this. This was just because the gods left their post. They stepped away from their duties to go and chase after Ox and whatever his decisions and wants and needs were.
Look, we're not going to ask you to fight for us. Just go.
Please no.
See the
I don't
world
want to fight anymore.
Just go out, see the world instead of rescuing honored dead from fields of battle. Write about their accomplishments, sing their songs, and remember them. Make their voices heard after their death instead of fighting for them.
That sounds like a really good idea.
I know, right?
Well, I've always wanted to learn how to dance. Can I dance?
Can I inside check that?
Yeah, you can inside check.
I don't want to know if they're telling the truth or they're just trying to be sneaky. Oh.
Hang on.
If they're telling the truth, that's going to be hard to tell me.
Well, they got a 20 on their roll. I'm not going to tell you if it's deceptive or not, but you feel convinced.
Okay.
I will give anybody who wants to a perception check. Who in the party at the moment is paying attention to the surroundings? This is a question to everybody.
To the surroundings? Probably not.
To the party.
How many of you are paying attention to what's going on and not looking towards Isabel and what's going on here?
I don't think Briar would be paying attention.
Speaker.
No,
So you're looking at the speaker. Briar isn't really paying attention to that. Okay. Anybody who is not listening to what Isabel is saying can roll a perception check, please.
Oh, who's not listening? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm guessing possibly Eldrin as well.
But I don't know whether Eldrin would. I think Eldrin would be paying attention to the conversation or messing with the drum or whatever. Morty has got.
They were because they were about to. They were leaning back to try and listen, weren't they?
Yeah, they were paying attention to listen. But just so that you can all see how good of a perceiver he is, he has a plus 16 to his perception check.
Oh my god!
He has.
So that was a low roll, technically.
It was a low roll, yes. He has expertise in perception, and stealth. He's got proficiency in stealth and expertise in perception. Right. So Briar, Ruby, and not Morty because Morty's paying attention, but Briar and Ruby both notice that Skoggle, the druid, has turned back into a bird and is flying away.
Okay.
Don't really have anything I can do. I guess I used my action, so I have no reaction I can do.
So Skoggle has left, but these two remain. Sigrun steps up towards Isabel and says, "I'm sorry. It was just."
I'm sorry as well. I threw a javelin at you. I'm blinded by rage a bit sometimes. It's a problem. I need to get over it somehow. Maybe I need to see a therapist or something.
I think that there is a time and a place for physical violence. And honestly, sometimes I just look at a rock and want to punch it. Do you ever feel that way?
Yes, and I know a friend who certainly feels that way all the time.
You do?
I point at Ruby.
Oh! Are you a kindred spirit?
Yeah.
I'd love to sit down with you and talk about your life experiences.
You want to speak to me?
Yeah. Also, I thought maybe I could speak to Briar as well, if you wouldn't mind.
Journalist.
Are you better known as... Do you prefer Briar or Briar Dawnheart, or are you the Dawnheart?
I prefer Briar. Dawnheart is my family name. My family is known for being clerics and pharmaceuticals to the elite at Red's factory, and that's not me. I want my name to stand alone, so I prefer Briar.
Okay. Right. I think I agree with you. I would like to write about the experiences of those who have passed. Maybe your big friend over here might be able to help. And Morty sort of like leans forward and gets off from the pile of rubble and like slowly thunders his way over. Yes, I can give you a doorway down there. Good. I would like that. Wait, down, did you say? Oh, yes. Well, my underworld is not Valhalla. Oh. Oh, so there's a whole host of people that I haven't met yet. That would be very kind if you could. Yes, of course.
So you go out, see the world.
I would think, though, that it's probably a good idea that you focus on the living for the time being. And sort of nods over towards Briar and Ruby. Okay. Yeah. I will. I think before we leave, before I go anywhere, I would very much like to speak to both of you, if that's okay. I don't know how much time you have, but if you've got a few days, I think this would be a really good thing for all of us. You know, there's definitely been a lot of bad said about you in the past. We all saw the announcements by Ox in the past. That's what started all of this, isn't it? But perhaps you could tell your own tale, and I could facilitate it. I'm pretty good with words. I've been around for a few millennia.
Well, I think we're all going to need some time to recoup after this. I mean, I've got something I need to do straight away, but we can take some time.
Okay.
If our story is gonna be shared truthfully, that's all we really wanted this whole time, was to do the right thing. And, unfortunately, Ox and others that had other ideas of what we were doing and trying to poison everybody's thoughts in regards to what we were doing. And we've only just wanted to do the right thing. And if it takes a couple days to sit down and get our story shared in a positive light, yeah, absolutely. We want to be remembered in the correct way.
While all of this positivity is happening, you can see that there are more and more gods appearing at the top, where there were only a few before. You see that 4 more have appeared, and the crowd around the arena, standing in all of these areas of rubble, are all just like clapping and like, woo, woo, Briar, 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 and like someone else like, Ruby, Ruby, and then one other person going, just one guy in the crowd just going like, whoa, whoa, big black dragon guy, yeah, yeah, we love you, big black dragon guy, and has got like a little like crude painting that looks like a dog on steroids, but is basically his interpretation of what a dragon should look like. Yeah! Big black dragon guy! Yeah! And all of this while you also notice that Hrund, the rogue, true to her word, is dancing a really shitty jig. It's like do, trying to like dance. And this ridiculous sight is exactly how this session ends. Thank you all. Next session is going to be a roleplay one for your level ups. I imagine that there are going to be a few things changing. And I can't wait to come back and see you all through that. But that will be next time. Thank you all for this. Thanks for being here. Thanks for sticking with all of the technical difficulties that everybody had. I know that B had some problems with the internet connectivity. Aldrin had connectivity problems between lungs and head. That being neck illness problems. I had problems. I had problems between my brain and my mouth. And with the fucking OBS not working for 15 minutes. Love that. And of course, Tats' microphone crashing out. And Briar with the feedback in the background. I think the only person who didn't have a technical issue today has been Shen, Isabel.
I believe so, and my mic is not brilliant.
How does it feel to be? How does it feel to be superior to all of us, Shen?
Not no, because I'm going on a laptop, and you guys have probably got proper PCs doing this. So
I don't know about that. It's expensive, but it can't fucking stream apparently. Right, well, let's say then that is that for us today, for this evening.
You didn't specify that we ended combat.
Yeah, we've ended combat. Of course we did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. They're not just going to stand around and talk for all that long, are they? But yeah, Skogul fucked off. Skogul has disappeared. So, congratulations. You have made a big enough of a show of this arena fight that multiple gods have shown up and left Ox's side. That is going to significantly weaken him in the fight to come. You have all leveled up by 1. That's going to bring some changes, I'm sure, and is going to strengthen everybody's resolve. Briar has been able to get their name out, which has significantly made people aware of who you are. However, I think that this poem and that being led out to more people is going to be the clincher of making you incredibly well known as an adventurer. Maybe, I don't know, maybe as part of your level up you could think up a different name that you want to be known by. So instead of a family name, it's your adventurer title. I don't know. But things to think about. In the meantime, though, thanks for being here. I love you all. Unconditionally. You are all sick as fuck, and I love having you a part of my campaign. It is, however, drawing into its final days. So, once you've leveled up, you're going to get time to be able to do whatever side quests that you need to finish off, and then you're going to be going straight towards the Ox fight. So it's going to be maximum a month, 2 months from here. And then it will all be resolved. Please have a think about what kind of things you might want to get sorted before then. You've obviously killed Loki, but there is still winter in the world. There are still the dead walking, so but maybe Ragnarok wasn't as simple as you might have thought. There is, you know, a lot else besides that you left as, like, loose threads that maybe you might want to tie off before it all goes down. But one thing's for sure, if you defeat Ox, then we have our epilogue, good, bad, or ugly. And if you guys die, well, something happens. And if you don't die, well, then something else does. But here we are. Thank you all again. Please be good to yourselves. And if you can't do that, then at least have fun. I love you all. Good night. Mwah!
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.